Ram Ram. It's 2:07. So as mentioned earlier, we can have some Q&A. If you feel that the environment is not appropriate for you to ask the question, or you feel you're going to be judged by your friends, feel free to take a piece of paper and just keep it anonymous, or there's Google Forms.
Yeah, we have a lot of you guys submitted some topics that you guys would like to hear from Prabhuji. So we can just read out those topics. One of those topics is to start somewhere.
So we can keep it anonymous, so your identity will not be disclosed, you won't be ragged, you won't be mocked. Even after I go, that is one route. But if you feel it's a pretty normal question, feel free to take the mic and ask.
I can start if no one has.
I'm pretty sure
Everyone has, but I'll just.
We are waiting for the one person to start.
I mean,
Who wants to get bullied?
Huh?
Who wants to get bullied?
No, I'll just start with one question. We'll see where it goes from there. Prabhuji, like you really stressed how me personally, even I don't read Prabhupada's books as much as I want to, as much I'd like to, or even as much as Srila Prabhupada would want me to read himself, like his books. So, what are some beginning steps that we can take to really get into that habit of reading constantly every day?
We see on this path of Krishna consciousness that one time Prabhupada was there with his disciple and he asked, "Are you studying my books?" And the disciple said, "Yes, Prabhupada, I'm reading your books." Prabhupada said, "Are you studying my books?" He said, "Yes, Prabhupada, I'm reading your books." Prabhupada said, "Are you studying my books?" And he said, "Yes, Prabhupada, I'm reading your books." There is a difference. Reading is like Harry Potter novel. Studying means studying. There's a difference. You don't have to read Prabhupada's books, we have to study Prabhupada's books. That's when it'll be heart deep. Right now what's happening is it's there on the lips, but it's not really heart deep. When it's heart deep, then the hand will naturally go inside the feed bag and other things will follow. What are the things that we can start with? Well, considering the fact that we are all high school, college, or working, or whatever the schedule is, throughout the day would be pretty challenging with assignments and other commitments that we have. One thing that we can do is, if you pick up the Srimad Bhagavatam or you pick up the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, there are a lot of philosophical sections, and that's where it puts us to sleep. If the section is too very philosophical, it just puts us to sleep. A better alternative, which I find it useful many times, to get a hold of how the Bhagavatam flows or the Chaitanya Charitamrita flows, you can pick up Gauranga Darshan Prabhu's summary books about Chaitanya Charitamrita. You have for Srimad Bhagavatam and you have that for Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. What is it called? Chaitanya Pravaha. You have Bhagavat Pravaha and Sri Chaitanya Pravaha. So these two are like 200 to 250 pages, and the whole Chaitanya Charitamrita is there in 250 pages. And it's practically just stories. So you understand a flow of how it's going. And once that happens, you know when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, how many years he was in Grahastha, to whom he got married, who was the first wife, who was the second wife. At 24 he left home. After he left home, when he met Nityananda Prabhu, when he went to Jagannath Puri, how he was tricked and taken to some other place, but he wanted to go to Vrindavan, how he went to Shantipur, how he met Advaitacharya, how Advaitacharya called him down, how at Gambhira, he was there with Ramananda and Swarup Damodar Goswami. What was the mood that he is relishing? We always say Mahaprabhu came down to experience the mood of Srimati Radharani. What is that mood? What is that mood? Easy. Did he come down just for giving chanting of the holy name? No. That is secondary. Iha Bahya. This is secondary. Chanting of the holy name primarily Nityananda Prabhu gave. Mahaprabhu was relishing the fruit. Nitai was giving it out. Ghare ghare pule prem ami araban. Nitai goes house to house and has broken the dam, and he is giving out holy name. Well, even Prabhupada gave the holy name. Mahaprabhu doesn't have to come down to give holy name. Mahaprabhu is coming down for prema rasa niryas korite aswadan ragmarga bhakti loke korite pracharan. He is coming down to taste the mango fruit like Radha Prem. But in that also there is a speciality. I wouldn't get into the details. So when you read Chaitanya Charitamrita or Bhagavatam with Pravaha of Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, you get a flow, you get an understanding of how the scripture is actually flowing. Once that is done, there is inspiration in the heart to again go back. Because the Pravaha is like a synopsis, it's not in depth. But when you go back to the Bhagavatam, it's again in depth. Or you go back to Chaitanya Charitamrita, it's again in depth. So you pick up the Pravaha. Pravaha is not everything. It's not that you read Chaitanya Pravaha and say, Prabhuji, Chaitanya Charitamrita, done. No. That is just tip of the iceberg. You pick that up so that you get inspiration for the large, bigger picture. And this is, I told this to Bhavik also. Because he, being in CME, he was telling me about his schedule and how challenging it is. So I mentioned to him, every day before going to bed at night, whatever the time is, if he can even read just 10 minutes. Let's start with basics. Let's not become Usain Bolt and start running. Let's start with baby steps. Let's crawl first. Let's learn to crawl and then let's start running. Let's start with 10 minutes. Nothing more. 10 minutes of reading, that's it. 10 minutes is done, close the book, Gaur Premananda, keep it to the side. Nothing more than 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. Start doing it every day. There will be a time when sections get interesting, that 10 minutes will become 15 minutes, will become 30 minutes, will become 45 minutes. And at no time you will say, a taste will start developing. When Mahaprabhu was in Jagannath Puri, so many sweet pastimes occur. So many sweet pastimes occur. When Mahaprabhu is going to Vrindavan, who is Rupa Goswami? Who is Sanatan Goswami? What is Rupa Goswami's contribution? If not for Rupa Goswami, there is no Vrindavan. There is no Vrindavan. Yankali Rupa Sharirana Dharata Tan Braja Prema Mahanidhi Kutharika. Kona Kapata Ugaratha. Who would have given this treasure of Brajaras if not for Rupa Goswami? Rupa Goswami is not just a personality who is the fountainhead of Sampradaya. Well, that is true. But he is way more than that. When you study Chaitanya Charitamrita that way, or you study Bhagavatam that way, why is Chitraketu Maharaj getting cursed? Why is he coming as Vritrasur? When he comes as Vritrasur, how is it that he is able to chant verses? Canto 6, chapter 11, text 24, 25, 26, 27. Please by heart. Please by heart. As an older brother, I am begging you, please by heart. Canto 6, chapter 11, text 24, 25, 26, 27. These are the prayers of Vritrasur when he is departing this world. When Indra is sitting on his throat and is about to cut his neck, Vritrasur chants prayers that are on par with the Braja Gopis. Aham hare tava padai kamola dasanu daso bhavitasmi bhuya manas mareta supate gunamste grinhita karma karotu kaya nanaka prashtham nacha parameshtham na sarvabhaumam narasadhipatyam na yoga siddhira punarbhavam va samanjasatva virahya kankshi ajata paksha iva matharam khaga sthanyam yadhavat saratakshudartha priyam priyaiva vyushita mishanna manoravindraksha dedekshate tvam mama uttama shloka janeshu sakhyam samsara chakre brahmatasva karmabhi. Vritrasur chants while he is departing this world. Indra is sitting on his neck and is about to kill him. And he is saying, my dear Lord, may lifetime after lifetime may I get devotional service. He is a demon. When was the last time you heard demon praying for devotional service? He says, lifetime after lifetime I want devotional service. And he says, my dear Lord, just like Ajata Paksha Iva Matarang Khaga, just like a newly born bird is there in the nest and the mother is not there around. How frantic and how dependent will the baby bird be on the mother for everything? You ever seen like the mother will come and she will get some food and she will put it in the mouth. You've seen that in National Geographic Animal Planet? She puts it in the mouth because the child is completely dependent. So Krishna says, Acha, Ajata Paksha Iva Mataram Khaga, which means when you grow up big, you will leave me. Because when the bird becomes big, it's not dependent on the mother much. Which means when you grow up in Krishna consciousness, you will leave me. He says, no, I'll change my example. Ajata Paksha Iva Mataram Khaga Sthanyam yathavat saradakshudartha. My dear Lord, I am like the calf. I want to drink the milk of Krishna consciousness. And the calf and the cow always have a very strong bond. The cow is known as the mother, and the mother never leaves, especially the cow. Krishna says, Acha, are you sure this is the example? He says, my dear Lord, let me give one more example to illustrate my heart. Priyam priyaiva vyushitam vishanna. My dear Lord, just like when the husband is away and the wife is eagerly waiting for the husband to come back, not knowing when the husband will come back. My dear Lord, this is my heart. This is my heart. I am like that wife and you are like the husband. And you are away and I don't know when I am going to meet you, my dear Lord. But I am begging like that wife. Please come back. Please come back. Please come back. Look at me. Now imagine Indra is sitting on his shoulder and trying to kill him. Now Indra is thinking to himself, should I kill him or not? He is chanting verses like this. Should I kill him or not? Now look at Indra. He has killed Tvashta. He has killed Dadichi. Now he is about to kill Vritrasur. And now Vritrasur is actually an Asur, is chanting verses like that of the Braja Gopis asking for devotional service. Indra has done already so much Vaishnava Aparadha. And now he is not understanding Maru, nahi Maru. Because if I don't kill him, he will kill me. I say this often. Indra is like a pendulum. You know a pendulum? Indra is like that. Gentleman to gentleman. Gentleman to gentleman. To gentleman to gentleman. In the 6th canto, he will commit mistake. He will kill Vritrasur. Then he will say, my dear Lord, forgive me. I will never do it again. Krishna is okay. 7th canto. Narsinghadev pastime. He drags Kayadu, Prahlad Maharaj's mother. He comes and he drags Kayadu and Hiranyakashipu away. And says, Hiranyakashipu is a demon. The child in the womb of Kayadu is also going to be a demon. Let me just finish him off right away. Narad Muni comes and says, no, he will be a devotee, don't worry. Like in Hindi they say, Hindi में कहावत है, कुत्ते की पूंछ के समान. For those who know Hindi, dog's tail. Indra is like that. It doesn't end there. 8th canto again. He's sitting on Airavat. You have the sadhu, puts the garland, Airavat picks that up, stabs to the ground, and Indra doesn't say anything. 10th canto, Govardhan Lila. All this time he's killing Vaishnavas, now he wants to kill Krishna and the Brajavasis. This is height. Krishna looks at Indra and says, have some shame. How many times will you come and ask for forgiveness? Have some shame. This is Indra. When you study Srimad Bhagavatam, you understand Indra plays the personality of how not to be. You have personalities who teach you how to be. Indra teaches you how not to be. He says, look at me and realize, don't be like me. Don't commit the mistakes like I do. Because he is the Acharya for Aparadha. Vaishnava Aparadha, Nam Aparadha, Dham Aparadha, Deity Aparadha, this Aparadha, that Aparadha. His bucket list is to check all the boxes. When you study Srimad Bhagavatam this way, you understand in any problem that you are put in, you understand Indra did this and that was wrong. Let me not do it. It becomes crystal clear for you. It becomes crystal clear for you. Even if you are in CMU, you are in Rutgers, you are in NJIT, you name it. Even if no one is there, if you study Srimad Bhagavatam, you have exact picture, you have clear vision of how to approach things, what is upcoming, what are the things I should refrain from, what are the things I should embrace. But to start that, we can start with crawling faces. Bhagavad Pravaha, Chaitanya Pravaha. Bhagavad Ratnamala, Chaitanya Ratnamala, Gita Ratnamala. Everything is there. Gaurang Darshan Prabhu has literally, he's made everything and he's spoon feeding. You see, for kids they do. When kids cannot eat, they stir everything. In India, you would call it Cerelac. I don't know what you call it here. Like for babies, because they cannot eat, you have something called a Cerelac, where you like make it very liquidy and you give it to the children. Gaurang Darshan Prabhu has practically made it that way. Everything is done. It's literally the spoon feeding. All that you have to do is accept it. Start with the basics, and it's not just applicable for the person who's asking the question. It holds true for everyone. Start with the basics. Bhagavad Pravaha, Chaitanya Pravaha. And if you have questions, reach out to the devotees. We have a congregation. When you come on Sundays, write down those questions, ask devotees. I didn't understand this, please explain to me. This is Bodhayanta Parasparam. This is when you make advancement. Sit down and ask questions. When I was small, we were told to ask. So my parents are disciples of His Holiness Bhakti Swarup Damodar Swami Maharaj, the scientist disciple, T.D. Singh. So we were told when we were small, you should ask all your questions to Gurudev. So we thought all questions mean all questions. Now actually what it meant was spiritual questions. We thought questions means all questions. One day my brother and I, we went to Maharaj. This was in Juhu temple. We went to Maharaj and said, Maharaj, we have a question. Maharaj said, yes. And he was very simple, very, very innocent. He would never chastise. So we went to Maharaj and said, Maharaj, both of us like cricket very much. Tendulkar is our big fan. Or like, we are Tendulkar's big fan. We are Tendulkar's fan. So, can we join cricket academy? Because we were in Mumbai. In Mumbai, cricket is like religion. Chanting is secondary, cricket is religion. It's okay to not have beats, but it is apparat to not have a bat in your home. So I remember my brother and I, we asked Maharaj. Maharaj was sitting like this. We were sitting here and said, Maharaj, we like cricket. We like Tendulkar. Can we join cricket academy to pursue cricket full time? And our parents were there from behind. They were nudging like, don't ask these silly questions. Like, ask some devotional questions. And at that age, we didn't have any devotional questions. So we asked this, and he smiled and he said, cricket is an injurious game. Chess is better. Pursue chess. And he said Pandavas also played chess when they were in Agyatwas. Pursue chess. And then we started playing chess. So we gave up cricket to pursue chess. So the point I'm saying is not cricket or chess. The point is, ideally when you go to sadhus, you should ask devotional questions. And when you come on Sundays, gather around like this. I may not be there. All of you all are there. Gather around like this. Pick houses. I'm pretty sure host will be ready to welcome you. Not just Sundays. Pick a Saturday. Come sit like this. Discuss with each other. I heard this. I didn't understand. Do you know what is this? If not, write the questions down. Ask someone else. Have Bodhayanta Parasparam. Have Kirtan. We would do this when in Seattle. We would have Sunday programs. Every Sunday the youth would meet at different houses. Every Sunday we would meet, the host would make prasadam, we would have katha, we would have kirtan. Every Sunday we did that for almost 3-4 years. Do that, there's nothing stopping. There's nothing stopping. There can be one person who can take the lead. Can be girls, can be boys. Get together and discuss. Discuss Srimad Bhagavatam. And there are so many devotees who can help us if we do not understand anything. Build friendships based on Shastra. But again, back to the point, we start baby steps with Bhagavad Pravaha, Chaitanya Pravaha, Bhagavad Ratnamala, Gita Ratnamala, Chaitanya Ratnamala. Yes, what else? If you want to keep it anonymous, chits are always there. I remember when I was in IIT a few months back, we had a Q&A session and it was all boys. So no one was ready to ask a question. So I figured out questions are there, they are just a little shy. So I said, take a piece of paper and keep it anonymous and send it over. In next 1 minute, the whole thing was filled. Like Rajbhog Prasadam plate, it was filled with chits. And I wouldn't get into the questions that they asked. They were all like 22, 23 year olds. So you know what the question would be there. Some transcendental questions were asked. So it was some fun time. Yes.
Hare Krishna. So, I work in higher education, and many of you are students, and you don't know how the world outside is. When I go, maybe even work from home is different. But when I go to office, it's completely different. It's ruthless. You are hearing all sorts of filth. So I feel somewhere because of that, my enthusiasm goes up and down, and this kind of session pretty much helps a lot. So that's why I make a point to visit or attend such sessions. That inspires me. It will be there for some time, maybe a month or something like that. After that, it goes down, and it's again the enthusiasm goes down. So, it starts affecting the sadhana and stuff. So, how to keep on, going, or keep on, maintaining and being consistent.
This is pretty much a problem for everyone. We are all enthused when we come in such gatherings. We are all enthused on a Sunday feast. And by the time it's Monday morning, Gauru Premananda. It's back to square one. The enthusiasm has died out. We are again back to the same old lifestyle, and it's completely karmic and completely material. What we can do is, first of all, especially if we are working, if we have an option of working from home permanently, let's do it. Let's do it. I know there are different people who say, well, you should go to office, you should experience work culture, you should hang around. No, I don't believe so. The reason I say that is when you if it's compulsory, then there's nothing you can do. But if it's an option, please stay home, because you cut down on so much negativity. I know what you're talking about because I'm working. You cut down on so much negativity. Yes, in the office, if you're like working for these big companies, you have free food, free gym, free. If you're in Microsoft, you have free Xbox. And you'll find people playing Xbox because it's all free. Like you're an FT, you're an employee. Yes, it may be free, but in the pretext of that, from 9 to 5, 9 to 6, 9 to 7, you're associating with people who are karmis, for whom money means everything. Gaur Govinda Maharaj would say, money brighter than sunshine, sweeter than honey. He would say money is everything in this world for the karmis. Now if you can cut down on that, which means associating, which means going there and associating with them, let's do it. That's thumb rule. I don't go. I just work from home. Last 4 or 5 years I've just been working from home and I'm happy. I don't want to go. I am happy. My temple is there close by, Prasadam is there. I am happy. I don't want to go. If we have to go and the enthusiasm is dying out, if you are home, enthusiasm will be there because naturally you're cutting down on the negativity. It's the negative influence which is bringing your enthusiasm down. Now, if you have to go, for example, in the morning, if you can maintain a good sadhana, first of all, getting up in Brahma Muhurta, very important. If you sleep till 8 o'clock, we can never get Krishna. We can never get Krishna. I bet my life on it. We will never get Krishna if we get up at 8 o'clock. I'm literally telling you, we will never get Krishna. In no lifetime we will get Krishna. If you get up at 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, unless and until you're sick, or unless until previous day was Janmashtami and you're like too tired with services, you fasted, it makes sense. But regularly if you're getting at 8 o'clock, we don't get Krishna. Even if you're chanting 16 rounds, there is a difference between chanting 16 in Brahma Muhurta and chanting 16 during the day. The 16 that you chant in Brahma Muhurta are way more powerful than the 16 that you chant during the day. Because during the day, Microsoft Teams, you have Slack, you have emails, you have WhatsApp, you have people calling you, and then your hand is inside the bead bag, you scroll reels. That's not chanting. That's not chanting. More than the beads, we are interested in the counter beads. How much is pending, right? That's not chanting. Morning time, there are no emails, no WhatsApp, everyone is sleeping, no Microsoft Teams, no Slack, none of these things. Everything is cut down. The world outside is cut down. It's quiet. It's completely quiet. Srila Prabhupada would explain 99% of our advancement is through the chanting of the holy name. Remaining 1% is everything else. And that also chanting of the holy name, ideally if it's done in Brahma Muhurta, nothing like it. His Grace Ramrai Prabhu was saying, in my 30 years of knowing Ayendra Prabhu, I never saw him sleep in Brahma Muhurta. Never, even once. He said never. He was always awake in Brahma Muhurta. In fact, he was awake all night. He was awake all night. It's a classic trademark you will find. Those who are serious in Krishna consciousness will be up in morning. Unless until your health is not well or you have a lot of exams coming up, I give you the benefit of doubt. But if nothing else is there, you're sleeping till 8 o'clock. It's very difficult to get Krishna. Can you imagine? There's one boy in Portland. I will not name him because we are being recorded. There's one boy in Portland. When I went last year to preach for Radhashtami, I met him. And I didn't know who he was. and I will not name because I pretty much sure you all may know him. The friend circle is beyond states. I've seen like many times, I don't know, but I see like on Instagram, like everyone is mutual. Everyone knows each other. I don't know how you all are connected, but people from Seattle know you all and like vice versa. So I didn't know him, and after my class, devotees introduced me to him. So I said Hare Krishna, and they said, so when I met him, his hand was inside the bead bag, and he was a 12-year-old. So I said, he said Hare Krishna. So he also said Hare Krishna. He didn't say anything much. So then the devotee said, Prabhuji, do you know him? I said, no. I mean, can you enlighten me? I mean, who is he? They said, Prabhuji, he is very attached to chanting on the beats. I said, wonderful. For a 12-year-old, what more can you ask? They said, Prabhuji, do you know how much he chants? Now, when this question was asked, I understood. It has to be more than 16. Because if he's chanting 16, devotee will not say, Prabhuji, do you know how much he chants? Doesn't make sense. So I said, no. So they said, can you guess? I said, 20? They said, no. I said, 25? No. I said, 32? He said, no. Now I was having a heart attack. He's a 12-year-old. I said, 40? They said, no. I said, come on, I give up. You tell me. I said, 64. 12-year-old from Portland. 12-year-old boy from Portland, and 64 every single day. The world probably doesn't know him. He's somewhere there in one corner. Gets up every day in Brahma Muhurta. Every single day up in Brahma Muhurta, chants 64 rounds. Can you imagine the level of advancement that he's going to have in comparison to someone who's getting up at 9 o'clock and chanting 16? There is a whole lot of difference when you get up in Brahma Muhurta. It's an intoxication, I'm telling you. Those who are up in Brahma Muhurta, it's an intoxication. एक नशा है, एक लत लग जाता है, एक लत लग जाता है. It's a morning chanting is an intoxication. It's like you're transcendently drunk. That is number one. If we can be up in Brahma Muhurta to chant our japa. Just brush and then get started. You don't even have to take bath. Of course, if you are a die-hard fan of taking bath and then chanting, that's also okay. But many Prabhupada disciples I've asked, they said it's completely fine. Just brush and then start. Unless until you have hit the washroom, then you take bath. Otherwise, just brush and then start chanting. Finish your 16 rounds in one go, in one sitting. In Brahma Muhurta. Once that is done, get up at 4 o'clock. Put an alarm. Get up at 4 o'clock. In fact, in Seattle, at one point, we had a group where the youth were there, and every day morning 4 o'clock I would call them, like a group call. And we all would join in the group. And we had kids from ISP also, you know Shastra from ISP? Yes. Shastra, Bharat, Hari, they would all chant. Sadhu Vrindavan. We would all chant in the morning. And morning 4 o'clock I would call them. And we would all get up and chant. Have groups like that. Have a Zoom. If you want Zoom, I will give you free Zoom. Get up in the morning. Let someone take initiative. Make a WhatsApp group. Call. If you want, I will call you at 4 o'clock. It will be 1 o'clock for me. I will still call you. Get up in the morning. See each other's faces. See how your friend looks without taking bath. Look at each other and chant. Morning 4 o'clock. By 5:30 morning, done. Your 16 is done. And it's done with all your friends. You have the whole day to do whatever you want now. Then comes a time when, imagine you have not gotten up in the morning and your friends got up and they finished 16 and you are still sleeping. Believe me, it's a very... you will find it difficult to show your face. Because they know this person was not there, he was sleeping. They'll be on your case. So what happens is out of embarrassment, you start getting up. So that I should not be embarrassed, you start getting up. And then you get up, and now you get into the loop. Now it's easy to get up in the morning. It's not difficult. It's difficult if you're getting up alone. Imagine if you have this whole Sanga in the morning 4 o'clock. Like 10 boys, 10 girls, 20 people in the call. Will it be difficult? No. Absolutely not. I am saying this because we have a japa call in Seattle. We have been doing it last 3 years. If group is there, it's very easy. Start. It's not. Free Zoom is there. You all have morning 4 o'clock. Make a group, do a group call in morning. Get up in the morning. Finish at 16 rounds at 5:30. After that, once that is done, pick Ashtakams. Vrinda Devi Ashtakam, Vrindavan Ashtakam, Radhika Ashtakam, Radha Kripa Katashtak, Nityananda Ashtakam, Sachi Sutta Ashtakam, Gandharvika Samprarthana Ashtakam. So many Ashtakams are there like this. Sit down and chant. Sit down and chant. And we all know to chant. We are good singers here. We all know to do that. Next 30 minutes stand that. Have a 4 to 6 sadhana. Let this be New Jersey's 4 to 6 sadhana. Don't add adults. Just let it be kids. Believe me, if you start doing this for 1.5 months, the adults will come to you and say, can you add me also? I will also. You start inspiring the adults. They know what I'm talking about. We have it in Seattle. We have the morning japa call. I'm not just shooting blank fire. I'm saying what has worked. Try it. Try it. As a group come together. When you have 4 to 6 morning sadhana, your enthusiasm will be up. Because morning 2 hours you have given very strong for Krishna consciousness. And don't chant with phone. Keep this guy like to the side. Put him in the closet, lock him. You don't want him. My worshipful spiritual master in one class was saying, when you are chanting, even if there is an earthquake, don't get up. Sit there and chant. Throw him out of the window. It's useless. It's only useful when you have to contact someone or some emergency or whatever. But not during chanting. Not during chanting. Have a 4 to 6 sadhana. Humble request. Have a 4 to 6 sadhana. Unfortunately, I cannot join from there because it's 1 a.m. for me. So I have to catch it middle of my sleep. But try doing that. Believe me, if you do this, it is a good start for that. So imagine what you're doing. Morning 4 o'clock, all of you all are coming together. 4 to 5:30, you're finishing 16 rounds. 5:30 to 6, you're chanting Ashtakams. You're by-hearting Ashtakams, you're meeting your friends, you're chanting 16 rounds in Brahma Muhurta. Before going to sleep at night, you're reading Chaitanya Pravaha, Bhagavad Pravaha, Gita Ratnamala. How can we lack enthusiasm? Can you imagine the enthusiasm that we will have? You start your day with Brahma Muhurta chanting, then you read Ashtakams, then you go to school or college, you come back, and then at night you do this. And remaining time, you have your assignments, you have your projects or whatever. Keep doing that. How will enthusiasm go down? The enthusiasm is going down because there is lack of Krishna consciousness, there is lack of sadhu sangha. We are not going to ISKCON Desiratory and hearing classes. Every Saturday and Sunday, please go to ISKCON Desiratory. So many classes are there. So many classes are there. If you want me to help you, ping me, I will give you classes. If you want Gaur Lila, Krishna Lila, Pastor Sri Ram, classes that hit you on the head, classes that motivate you, you ask me, I will give you classes. Saturday and Sunday, you have them. Hear them, make notes. There are kids in Seattle who hear classes every day and send me notes. Bullet points. 5 bullet points every single day. Can be a 30-minute class, can be a 40-minute class. When you're doing this, how can enthusiasm go down? We are not doing that. Then this is the problem. And how many times can we meet? I may probably come once a year to New Jersey, not much. But at the end of the day, you have to help yourselves. And that can be done bodhayanta parasparam. Help each other. If you have same time zone, help each other. Folks from Harrisburg can also join. It's the same time zone. Let North America know New Jersey has something going on. For sadhana. Not just for kirtan, for sadhana. Get up in the morning. When you're seeing all your friends in the morning, 16 will be like this. Very, very easy. Very easy. It's time tested, I'm telling you, because we have done it. Last 3.5 years, we are doing it there. 4 to 6. Night, Chaitanya Pravaha, Bhagavad Pravaha, Gita Ratnamala, Bhagavad Ratnamala, Chaitanya Ratnamala. And then Saturday and Sunday, you have classes. How can enthusiasm go down? Make sense? It's 2:41. We stop here. So we stop here for prasadam. There's a program at 5:30. I don't know what the address is.
Yeah, 5:30 onwards. You guys got like the youth Sanga flyer, and No, that's something different. But yeah, there's basically a program in the evening, 5:30 onwards. The venue is like 15 minutes from here. It's not so far. It's in Bergen County only. So if you guys are free, Arjun Sakha Prabhu will be there, and a lot of us youth who are here now, we're going to be there in the evening. So feel free to come and join us there too. If you want the details, just reach out to Nagamohini or me. We can give you the details.
We can have prasadam now, and after that, if you're tired, if you want to leave, or you have some other commitment, that's also completely fine. If you want to stay back, we can still have a discussion, because I'm pretty sure there are more questions seeing the faces. Some reached out to me yesterday also, and we couldn't address that. So if you want to stay back, that is also completely fine. If you have some other commitment, I completely understand. If you want to leave, that's also completely fine. There's another program at 5:30, and that's it. And then tomorrow morning I'm going to Harrisburg. So that's pretty much the last program for New Jersey. If we don't meet again after Prasad, thank you so much for coming. Each one of you all, the boys and the girls, thank you so much for coming. I was very, very happy, excited, and inspired seeing all of you all. And may this be the start of many more gatherings like this, where we really get into the root of how we can really make advancement. And this is from the whole thing. If there's a takeaway, these are two takeaways that we can do. At night time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. If you're a voracious reader, you can spend more time. But if you're not a reader like me, I prefer to hear to classes. Start with 5-10 minutes. Chaitanya Ratnamala, Bhagavad Ratnamala, Pravaha, Chaitanya Pravaha, etc. And in the morning, have a Zoom call. Have a Zoom call. Believe me, by the time next time I come, there will be enthusiasm sky high, because sadhana is rock solid. Don't chant, don't get up at 8 and 9 in the morning. It's very difficult to get Krishna when we get up that late. Very, very difficult. Those who are up in Brahma Muhurta make advancement. It's a ground reality. Devotees in Vrindavan get up at 2:30 at night. I know sadhus in Vrindavan who get up at 2:30 at night, 2:30 to 4 they do Vrindavan Parikrama. Then at 4 o'clock they start chanting. And by probably 9 o'clock they're done with 64 rounds. And if we are getting up at 9 o'clock, imagine by 9 their 64 is done, their Vrindavan Parikrama is done. And that's when we are getting up. It's difficult to make advancement. Don't venture to get up at 9. Be up in Brahma Muhurta. And plan your day such that you can go to bed early. Stay away from Netflix. Stay away from these reels. Stay away from the Snapchat. It takes a lot of time. If you see an iPhone, you have the screen time. Just see what your screen time is. And I bet the numbers will be very high. These apps, be real. Crazy app. Doesn't make any sense. I've still not understood what it means. Weird times you get a notification, you click your photo, and what you're doing with that photo. It says, well, it's supposed to be real. It's interesting, like people may just be hanging around or doing something which is like not even KC, and you get a real notification, and immediately they put their hand in the bead bag and say, chanting Hare Krishna. And that's not what you're actually doing, just to get some attention. Delete those apps. I took his phone and deleted Burial. Bhavik. Just delete. It's a criminal waste of time. Snapchat. Instagram. Unless until you're using it for preaching, it's okay. Or if it's monitored. If it's monitored, okay. If this is going to be like few minutes, that's fine. But not hours and hours of scrolling. Use your time for bhajan. Time is very valuable. Time is very, 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 very limited. All of us, time is limited. We don't know when the bubble is going to break, when it's going to burst. Human life is like a bubble. Kamala dala dala jivana talamala bhajavu haripada nidire. Time is very short. So once again, thank you all for very kindly coming. Thank you for inspiring me. Please take these two things of reading 10 minutes at least at night and having a Zoom call morning 4 to 6 as your sadhana. 4 to 5:30 you can chant, 5:30 to 5:45 or 6 you can read Ashtakams or Vaishnava bhajans, whatever, every single day. And that's it. After 6 o'clock you have your school, whatever you do, the whole day you have, and then have that schedule. So morning Brahma Muhurta chanting, 16 rounds is there, getting up in morning is there, sleep is regulated, Screen time is regulated, reading is there. There is advancement spiritually, there is advancement materially. You have both. So these are few things we can do. Thank you once again. I hope to see you all either in the evening, if not, maybe the next time whenever I'm this side. And thank you to the hosts. Thank you all. Thank you for very kindly having. It's very easy to come here and speak and very easy to sit down and probably have prasadam. But it's very difficult to host and plan everything. So thank you so much, Mataji, for very kindly having. And once again, thank you all very, very much. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Jai, Shri Nityananda Rama ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Jai Gaura Premanande. Hare Krishna.
Arjuna Sakha Prabhu ki
Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Now the most favorite limb of Krishna consciousness.
Do we need to sing Narasimha?
We can sing. You want to lead? Nrsimha?